Hello, this is 21.3 seedless vascular plants. Now we'll be talking about plants that have vascular tissue. Vascular tissue are the tubes. You took this previously in grade 7. Vascular tissue are the tubes that transport water molecules and food. So now we were talking about the seedless vascular plants, because later on we will talk about the vascular plants that have seeds. These plants, they are the first plants that have lignin in their vascular tissue, and that makes them harder than the previous plants we discussed. Lignin is a substance that strengthens the plant, makes it hard. In the previous plants, the dominant stage of the plant was the gametophyte, but here the dominant stage is the sporophyte. So the sporophyte part, or the sporophyte stage, is the dominant part of these plants. And these sporophytes are going to have branches in them. They're going to have roots, stems, and leaves, because in the previous plants the mosses, the liverworts, and the hornworts, they did not have roots, stems, or leaves. The common between these plants and the previous plants are that they both disperse by releasing spores. They both use spores. Remember, spores are made by the sporophyte, and these tiny cells then develop to become a gametophyte. And also, these plants have flagellated sperms. That means there should be water in order for the sperm to fertilize the egg. Seedless vascular plants are divided into two lineages: the monilophytes and the lycophytes. The monilophytes and the lycophytes, we will be discussing these in the next slides. Monilophytes include the ferns, the whisk ferns, and the horsetails. The lycophytes include the club mosses. We will discuss this in the next slides. So, ferns. Ferns are the most diverse. They are the most diverse in these type of plants. They mostly live in the tropics. So as you can see, we have 12,000 kinds of ferns. The fern sporophyte have leaves that are called fronds. So fronds are the leaves of ferns. They also have roots, and these roots, they grow out of a structure called rhizome. Rhizome is a stem. It's a horizontal stem, and most of the time this rhizome is underground. We will see these in the figure in the next slide. So rhizomes are stems, horizontal, and roots grow down from the rhizome. When the fronds are little, when they're still young, we call them fiddleheads, and this is served as a gourmet treatment. It's a kind of food. If you look under the leaves, or under the fern, if you look under the front of the fern, you will find sorus. You can see these tiny dots on the leaf here. What are these structures? They are group of spores. So they are cluster of capsules that have spores in them. They are located under the leaf, and obviously these spores are produced by meiosis. In the next part, we will discuss the fern life cycle.